Hello, this is Dr. Narvel here at St. Mary's Elementary School, and I'd like to welcome you to our Title I annual meeting for the 2021-2022 school year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share a presentation and then narrate that presentation talking about our Title I program, how our funding is used, how we obtain that funding, and the different activities that we have going on here at St. Mary's Elementary School. So let me pull up the presentation. So really talking about our Title I program, different things that we look at. We look at, number one, our Title I teacher, who's used in grades 3 through 5 for our push-in for ELA and math. I mean, push-in meaning she goes into the classroom to work with students. Title I program pays for staff development for our students. That's different trainings that we do throughout the school year. Half-day trainings for our teachers to get together and plan for the next 6 weeks of work. Contract service workers, those are retired teachers or future teachers that come in to work with our students throughout the school day, and that's being done in all 6th grade levels here at St. Mary's Elementary School, from kindergarten up to 5th grade. We also use our TAPS tutors. Our TAPS tutors are our teachers in training from the high school. Students that come from high school students that come as part of their work study program, they come here and work in the afternoons tutoring our students. Right now we have 2 TAPS tutors, one working in 1st grade and the second working in 3rd grade. We have teaching and assessment materials such as our Right Score program for writing assessments, and then the MAP growth program to measure where our students are ready to learn, which is taken 3 times a school year. We do have a parent resource room with materials in it available to parents to check out and to use if and when they're able to come in and volunteer in the classrooms. This helps with our parent partnership with the school to ensure that we're working together for the needs of our students. And finally, of course, we purchase software licenses that we use here at St. Mary's, and we'll talk about a few of those things. So what is a Title I school? A school is designated as a Title I based on the number of students that qualify for the federal government's free and reduced meals program. Now, of course, in order to qualify in order to achieve and maintain Title I status, 40% of our student population has to qualify here at St. Mary's Elementary School. Currently, we have sat at about 44% of our population over the past year. Normally, we're closer to 50 to 52%. Many of our students being served virtual last year, number of families applying for the free and reduced lunch opportunities declined. And of course, this year, with the federal government giving free lunch to all students in public schools, now we have many of our families who just don't see the necessity to fill out the federal free and reduced lunch forms. We do still need that information so that we can maintain our Title I status. So if you have not filled out that form as of yet, you'll get a paper copy coming home probably on Monday. Of course, it is online and much quicker if you fill it out online, and we'll send out a reminder about that as well. So what do we do with these Title I funds? Well, Title I funds pay for a variety of different things. First of all, they pay for software. We have software licenses for an IXL. IXL is used in all grades. It can be used in kindergarten, normally not that much, so our 1st through 5th graders use it the most. It covers all subject areas, not only the reading and language arts subject, math, and then science and social studies as well. The LELELO program is used in our kindergarten through 2nd grade. This program is about phonics instruction, practice, and assessment. We get a lot of great use of that. And then the ESGI program is used by our kindergarten teachers for assessing our students in the kindergarten program. We have Right Score assessments. Our 3rd through 5th graders take 3 different Right Score assessments during the school year, one for narrative writing, one for informational writing, and one for opinion writing. And then our 2nd grade, we added them that grade level last year. They took an opinion writing last year. We're considering changing that to a narrative writing this year. All of our students 1st through 5th grade participate in the MAP growth program. This is taken 3 times a year, at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, and at the end, to measure where our students are ready to learn. And we use that information to help us decide where our students maybe need to be grouped, who they need to be working with, and what they need to be working on at any particular time. In addition, Title I also pays for one of our teacher salaries. Our Title I interventionist, as I mentioned earlier, who's working in grades 3 through 5, her salary is paid for through the Title I program. And then different parent and family engagement funds are used to pay for ink for printers, paper that's used throughout the school for different, for all of our subject areas, poster paper for posters that are shown in our classrooms and then in our hallways as well, the ink for that poster maker, and then communication software. The software piece, SMES, is being used by the administrative staff and a few of our teachers to share information out to our families. What does our school do to participate in Title I programs? One of the areas we look at is called building school capacities. And there's an area for our faculty and an area for our parents. For our parents, our C4 night serve as part of our building capacity activities. You may also receive in an email some different articles sharing some information just to help with the overall understanding of what's happening in the schools, how you can help your child at home. For our faculty, we do the same type of thing. We get together at least once a month in a faculty meeting. We talk about different skills that we need to continue practicing, maybe we need to work on, reminders about certain things. We also read articles and continue honing our own skills in the classroom so that we can continue to improve in the instruction of your students. Of course, the pandemic has had an effect on everything. From the fiscal year 20, that's FY19 to 20, when us going out in March for the remainder of the year, distance learning, we weren't able to finalize the school year as far as assessments. So there was no MAP test at the end of the school year to see where our students ended up. And of course, we had no EOG assessment that year as well. On top of that, last year in 2020, 2021, although we were in school full session, we also had our virtual learning options going on. We had many of our students who stayed virtual throughout the entire school year and did not participate in any of our assessment programs. So we were unable to, fully get a picture of where our students are overall. We do have EOG results. However, there's, that proverbial asterisk is going to be beside that year because we had students that were in and out of the building multiple times throughout the school year for extensive lengths of time. And then, of course, just not taking assessments at all. This year, we're hoping that we get a more true picture. But as you already know, the pandemic continues to affect what happens in the school with quarantines and students possibly having exposure to COVID cases. They have to be out of the classroom. And without the virtual option this year, students are just trying to keep up with what they're doing while they're home. So we're hoping to, continue improvement with our students since they are in building, but it will still remain to be seen where we end up at the end of the school year. Each year, our school is given the task of identifying areas that we wish to improve on. So we create action goals. We have 3 main action goals that are shared in our system. Action goal number 1 is to increase the percentage of our students in grades 3 through 5 that score proficient or distinguished on the English language portion of the end of grade test or the Georgia milestones, moving from 51% of our students up to 60%. Now, this means that 51% of our 3rd through 5th grade students scored a level 3 or level 4 on the ELA portion of the Georgia milestones. Now, that's over half of our students, so we're very happy with that, but we know that we can do better, and we want to continue doing better. One area that we know we have to focus on is the writing, because writing plays such an important part of that EOG score, and it's hard to get an overall evaluation of where we are with our writing other than our right score and just individual teacher scoring throughout the school year. So we want to focus on that writing continually all year long in our ELA classes. You can see if you look down at action plan or action goal number 3, this focuses on writing specifically in grade 3. We're looking at that percentage of students in 3rd grade scoring a 0 or 1 on the extended writing portion of the ELA assessment from 40% down to 25%. The extended portion of the writing has a 7-point scale that they are scored on. It's divided into 2 parts. It has the ideas, and then it has the conventions, which is the language aspect of the writing. And we had 40% of our 3rd graders that got either a 0 or a 1 in that section. Well, that tells our 3rd grade English language arts teachers that they have a lot of work to do for the writing for the Georgia milestone. And then if you look at action goal number 2, increase the percentage of students in grades 3 through 5 scoring that level 3 or level 4 proficient or distinguished on the math EOG from 68% up to 71%. We were really excited with the math scores on an EOG last year. Of course, we know we have that asterisk beside it because of the different things that went on. However, we had a nice increase in our math scoring. So we want to continue that trend. St. Mary's receives a report card from the state of Georgia each year. Unfortunately, we have not had an updated report card since 2019 because of the pandemic. So we are still at that B level. If you are interested in looking at that report card, you can go to schoolgrades.georgia.gov and do a search for St. Mary's Elementary School, and you can take a look at that report card on the website. As far as our curriculum and the assessments we use here at St. Mary's, of course, we use the Georgia Standards of Excellence. That's our standards from the state of Georgia that we use to guide our instruction. And then we also have a new ELA series that we are just starting to use a little bit this year. This year will be a trial year to see how much of this program will be beneficial to our students, but it's called My View, and that'll be used in grades kindergarten through 5th grade. Different assessments that take place. All grades 1 through 5 take the NWEA MAP growth assessment. They take it 3 times a year, first in August, then in December, and then again in either March or May, depending on which grade your student is in. If they're taking the EOG, they will take it in March. If they're not taking the EOG, they will take it in May. Students in grades 1 through 5, they take formative assessment and common assessments throughout the year in ELA and math. And then in grades 3 through 5, also in science and social studies. Milestone assessments, the EOG, is given to our 3rd through 5th graders in April. And as of right now, that time frame is not changing. And then, of course, our kindergarten students are assessed through the GKids 2.0 program by the state of Georgia. How could our families be involved? And we know this is difficult right now, just the way things are. But we do have an open house. That open house that happens at the beginning of the school year, we divide it out when parents and families can come in. That helps with the overall number of people that are in the building at any one time. School council meetings have not been able to happen right now because of the pandemic, but that gives it, when we have those meetings, we have the opportunity to talk to our community and business partners about what's happening in our school. PTO meetings, our PTO is still trying to have some activities that they can offer for our students. Of course, it's not like what we've done in the past, and we're hoping we'll be able to start doing that again real soon. We have a Title I stakeholder meeting that's in the spring, where we talk about the Title I program from the year and what we have done, and talk about what we can do to improve it for the following year. Our C4 events happen 3 times a school year. We had a taped event for our first one this year. Our second event in December, we plan on having a live broadcast like I'm doing with this one. Same thing for our third event. That'll happen in the spring. Family reading night was virtual last year. More than likely would be virtual again this year. And we'll see how that goes from there. Starry Nights was canceled last year, but I'm hoping that we can have our Starry Night event again, where we are able to go out and look at the stars out in the courtyard. Since this is an outside event, we may be able to have that. More information will be coming. We still have terrific kid recognitions. We do that every quarter where our students are recognized. We do not do a terrific kids program where we invite parents in for that. It is simply a recognition program. Field day, when we can have it, we may be able to do a pared down version of field day this year. All that's still in the planning phases. Career day did not happen at all last year with the changes with the pandemic. We'll just have to wait and see where we are for career day at the end of the school year. Mr. Spencer, our former school counselor, retired, so our new school counselor, Ms. McCaskill, will be working with her on that task. And then, of course, our parent conferences. Anytime we can get a chance to talk with our parents, we want to make sure we're keeping that line of communication open. We're definitely still offering virtual parent conferences, phone conferences. That will be the norm right now. If you and the teacher decide you need a in-person conference, more than happy to have that happen as well. We just have that taking place in the front office conference room or one of the offices, including mine if it's necessary, if the conference room is not available. As far as the Title I resources that we have adopted and have finalized for this year, parents are going to get an emailed copy of each of the following by Monday, October 4th. Okay, they include the System Improvement Plan. That's Camden County Schools Improvement Plan. You'll get a copy of that. You'll get the St. Mary's Elementary Schools Parent and Family Engagement Plan. And then you also receive a copy of the School and Parent Compact. And I'll ask all the parents to sign the last page of the compact and return to the school, showing that you're in agreement that you're going to do what you need to do on your end in order to help your child be successful in school. And then, of course, at the end of this presentation, I will include a copy of the evaluation link. So I would appreciate if you could fill out an evaluation to turn in, showing that you have viewed this presentation. So thank you all so much for listening. Sorry you couldn't make the live broadcast, but I hope this information is very valuable to you, and that you can then be able to continue to support St. Mary's Elementary School and everything that we do here at the school. So this is Dr. Narvel, and again, if you have any questions, by all means, please come see me and let me know. All right. Thank you, and y'all have a wonderful day.